No, this is God. By saying that this is God's plan for my life, and God has done all of this for me. In Buddhism, Buddha has said, you are completely responsible for your life.
So you're a Buddhist, okay? Yeah, every man. The Bible actually teaches that every man will be held accountable for everything
that is not where we have to go. And so
God has provided a way for you,
thank you.
Well, we're just here to preach the gospel, man. People don't like to hear it. It's the truth. Danny, what's the purpose of life, Danny?
Purpose of life?
Yes.
To live.
To live.
Yeah.
Have you fulfilled that purpose?
I have up to now.
Up to now?
Up to now.
Like, okay, so you said to live. Well, share with me. What does that mean?
It means to be kind and to be good to people. It means to love and to be generous.
To be generous. And then after that, what happens?
And then you die.
And then you die?
You die.
Okay, so what happens after death then?
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet. What do you believe?
What do I believe? I think if you've done what you're supposed to do, I'm Buddhist. So,
Let me see. What does that mean? Oh, so you're a Buddhist, okay? You got a bunch of beads on. What is that? The rosary?
Yeah, my Buddhist rosary.
Oh wow! So there's like the Catholic rosary and there's a Buddhist rosary.
Yeah.
So
ours, we have 108 beads on our rosary.
And do you pray that? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, we pray. It just depends on what your mantra is at the time.
Mantra. What does that mean?
Mantra. It's like whatever you're saying is like peace, kindness, whatever.
So you go through like every, because I know that the Catholics would like, they touch each bead, right?
Each
and then
one,
you go down.
Just like you're counting your beads, yeah.
Yeah, and that's how you do
just
that.
Just like when you're counting, just like when you're saying your yeah.
Where did you learn about this?
About 5.
'Cause obviously you're not from Asia.
No, obviously not. No, I converted about 5 or 6 years ago.
What were you before this?
Atheist, actually.
Atheist?
Yeah.
So you just didn't believe in anything. But what made you?
I stopped believing about 6 years ago.
You started believing?
No, I started believing in this about 6 years ago, but when I was 16 is when I stopped believing.
Stopped believing?
Yeah, when I became atheist.
So what were you before that?
Catholic.
You were Catholic? Wow. Okay, so you were Catholic, atheist, and then you converted 6 years ago to Buddhist. But what made you go down that path?
I was invited to a service, and I felt like coming home.
Did you do yoga?
I do.
Okay. And so like you just felt like you were home?
I felt like home.
Okay. You've been practicing it for 6 years now?
Yeah.
Have you gone to Asia?
No.
Okay. So what do you do? Just go into the temple? Like, give me I don't know anything about it.
No, I mean, you don't have to go to temple. You can pray at home. You can meditate at home.
Who do you pray to?
You don't pray to anybody. Okay. But it's when I say pray, it's more, there are chants and it's reciting scriptures and whatnot. So
okay.
it's
Have you seen any prayers answered?
You answer your own prayers.
You answer them. How do you answer them? So you say, hey, I want a Ferrari, and then boom, I got a Ferrari.
Ain't nothing like that.
Okay.
It's nothing like that.
Okay.
It's more of living your life, but in a peaceful, kind, and caring way,
Look, you want to support this channel? Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, share with 1,000 people. Go support, and if you want to partner with us, there's a link down below. Go ahead and partner with us. What God is doing here at Kingdom Come Encounters. God bless. In the Buddhist point of view, do you guys believe? Because actually, this is a spiritual content channel, and we ask a lot of Muslims, Catholics, Christians, Buddhists. Now, I didn't really this is cool because I've never really interviewed. What is this right here?
The lucky cat.
And that's comes through.
It's a Japanese tradition.
Oh, okay. So it's not Buddhist. No. Okay. So in the point of view with Buddha, do you guys? Who's he?
He's a teacher.
He's a teacher.
Yeah, he's a teacher. He taught 2,500 years ago. He's not a god. He was a man. He gained enlightenment, and he taught. And his teachings are still taught today, almost 2,600 years later.
2,600 years later. What kind of teachings? Just peace and stuff like that?
He taught that. I guess basically he started with the Four Noble Truths, that there is suffering. Suffering is to be understood. There's a way out of suffering, and the way out of suffering is the Noble Eightfold Path.
Say it again?
The Noble Eightfold Path.
Okay. And so what's that?
It's a way to live your life. It's a pathway. It's a lot of people refer to it as the middle way. Basically, one extreme. There's two extremes, but then there's the middle way, and he teaches you to walk down the middle way.
Yeah. So like, do you guys believe in heaven?
There is there's 3 levels of heaven and there's 3 levels of hell.
Wow.
And then there's right now, but it just depends on the way that you think about it. You could be in hell right now, or you could be in heaven right now.
So let's say if you die, right? God forbid, let's say you die today, right? Today was your last night. Danny, if today was your last night, tonight, and that's not far-fetched, because actually 150,000 people die every day, right? And I was talking to a lady a year and a half ago, and she literally died 3 minutes later. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, God forbid, no, but it's so like, if you were to die, where would you be going?
I would be going to dust.
Yeah, but your spirit, your soul, your spirit.
I would probably be reborn. It's
What
not
about heaven or hell, though?
In Buddhism, there's no soul, there's no spirit. It's just we are reborn into the next life. That's the point of meditation. That's the point of enlightenment. The point of enlightenment is to stop the cycle of rebirth, so that.
How many times have you been born, though?
I don't know, and it's not important.
No?
It's just
It's like reincarnation.
Yeah, it's reincarnation.
But what if you come back as like a ladybug or something?
Then that means you probably lived a bad life. If you come back as an insect or something, you've lived a bad life.
Yeah. Okay, so now, I don't know, that's hard to believe, man, that you can be born again, or like born into a ladybug or something like that, but...
It's not a matter of belief, it is...
I actually believe in heaven or hell. I'm Christian, yeah. But like, can I ask you this? Like, let's say heaven or hell is real, right? Where do you think you'd be going if I'm right? Because, well, I'm not right. The Bible's right. Let's say if the Bible's right, where do you think you'd be going?
I would hope that I'd be going to heaven because I've lived my life as good as I can.
Good person.
You know, but I will let whoever's supposed to.
Can we test it? I like these interviews because I get to share. Like, it's like a mirror. You know, you don't know your face is dirty until I show you a mirror, right? So, like, according to the scripture, right? Let's just test it, right? The 10 Commandments, right? It's called God's moral law, right? Let's see if you'd be guilty or you'd be innocent. So, have you lied?
We've all lied.
Okay, yeah, I'm not talking about me. I'm not on the judgment seat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what do you call somebody who tells lies?
A liar.
Okay. Have you stolen?
No.
Okay, even if it's small.
No.
A pin.
No.
Okay. Are you not? But how do I know if you're not lying about that? Nah, I'm messing with you.
No.
Okay, so you said you've lied, but you have not stolen. Okay, have you fornicated?
Well, of course.
Okay, have you looked at somebody with lust in your eyes?
Of course.
Okay. Have you ever committed blasphemy? Took God's name in vain?
Oh, of course.
Huh?
Of course.
Okay, so let's just stop there, all right? I'm not going to go through all the commandments, but you're lying, fornicator, adulterer, blasphemous at heart.
Right.
If you were to face God tonight, would you be innocent or guilty?
Well, I'm guilty of all of that.
Heaven or hell?
Then if he wants to send me to hell, I guess that's where I'm going.
Honestly, you would, but check this out. I would too. But God did something so that we don't have to go to hell. You know what it is.
Go ahead.
He came as a human, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He paid the fine that you couldn't pay, that I couldn't pay. I was, like I said, I used to be lost, like snorting cocaine, and I almost died 3 years ago. So now that we're out here, we're like, we asked the Lord, send us to who we can share this good news to, because this is not bad news, this is good news. I'm trying to tell you, bro, you don't have to go to hell. God has provided a way for you to out of it, right? So this is what separates Christianity from thousands of religions like Buddhism, Hinduism. There's so many religions, right? Every religion is trying to be a better person. But we believe that God is trying to reach us because we can't do it. We've messed up. We've all sinned. We were all wicked. Every single one of us has sinned. That's what we believe. And so we believe that God has extended his hand out and saying, son, Danny, I've provided a way for you back to me. You can't reach me because your sin separated you. There's a wall of separation, and your sin separated you from a holy God, and God doesn't want it like that. He's like, son, I'm going to provide a way. He tore that wall down through the blood of his son, through his flesh. So now you can actually have access to God and have an amazing covenant relationship with him every single day. You're already a prayerful man, but I believe you've been praying to the wrong God, or you say you don't pray, you pray to the universe.
See, at the end of the day, I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. You need God to save you.
Yeah, because we can't.
See, here's at the end of the day,
Emmanuel.
We're responsible for our own salvation, and the issue is one of the main issues I've always had with Christianity, and one of the main issues I've always had with the Christian church.
Yeah,
and this is why I left it so long ago.
Thanks for telling me.
Is that you abdicate personal responsibility for your life by saying, well, this is God's plan, this is why I'm this way, and this is God's plan, and this is why I'm this way.
Yeah.
No, that's not why. You're an addict. This is not God's plan. It's not God's plan that you're an addict. You're weak-willed. That's why you're an addict. Or
So you're saying that Christians are... Explain it to me.
No, that's not saying... I'm just saying it's... I have to go. This is what's going on.
Okay.
But this is why. So at the end of the day, this is why I'm who I am. This is why why I am. Because you've abdicated personal responsibility for your life, and you've given up all responsibility by saying this is God's plan, and this is God. No, this is God. By saying that this is God's plan for my life, and God has done all of this for me. In Buddhism, Buddha has said you are completely responsible for your life. Take care of your life and for yourself.
Every man. The Bible actually teaches that every man will be held accountable for everything
that is not what the
Christians don't.
No, that's not what the Christian churches are telling you.
No, the Bible.
And this is what. No, this is not what the Christian churches are telling you.
Well,
understand the difference, by what I'm saying, and this is why.
What church are you talking about?
Most of the churches.
Because all the churches I've been to talk about.
Most of the churches.
Every man will be held accountable.
I understand that.
Every man will be.
Understand that, and also understand that I respect your faith.
Yeah,
and as I understand, as I hope that you respect mine.
Of course.
So
we're not here to disrespect nobody.
And so, but I'm gonna have to get back to work. Yeah. So I appreciate the time.
Hey, well, let me tell you this, man. So God has provided a way for you, man. We're just here to preach the gospel, man. People don't like to hear it. It's the truth.